YouTube comment.
Oh.
The level of realness that Carla exudes is immense and captivating.
It's really...
Honestly, an icon.
Oh, wow.
I'm
It's
not
pretty
sure.
real. That's what you get. You also get ASMR. That's a new thing that we're doing.
That stands for.
Okay. We'll do salt noises later. This one's so easy because if you like pizza and you like grilling, you're going to love grilled pizza. You need some store-bought dough. So the reason why I would not go to the trouble necessarily to make my own dough for grilled pizza is because that kind of a dough is going to be super supple and a little bit hard to work with. And the dough that you get in the refrigerated section, that dough generally is just going to be sturdier. They're making it in big volumes. It's not as precious. It's not as tender. And that's actually what you want. When you put it down on the grill, it's not going to sink through the grill grate. The other thing is, don't worry about making a circle or an oval or whatever shape, oblong. That's kind of like the fun of it. It's very rustic. It's very handmade. Oh yeah, cheese. Let's talk about cheese. So what I am using is actually not your fancy pants mozzarella at all, but this is just a block of low moisture mozzarella. It's going to melt really nicely and it'll give you that nice stretchiness that you want, but it's not going to get super watery and it's also going to melt. Smoked mozzarella can be delicious. Oh, he wasn't saying to me. He said it right on cue though. The way that I like to strategize this when we're going to have a grilled pizza party is sort of do a bunch of things inside beforehand and then kind of get your grill tray together, bring everything out to the grill, gather your people, open a bunch of really gluggable wine, and start taking requests. Along with me, I'm bringing a little bit of pre-cooked hot sausage and kind of cooking it so it's browned but not all the way cooked through because it will see more heat over there on the grill. I also have some sliced up Fresno chilies. And then this is canned tomatoes that have just been pureed and seasoned with a little bit of fresh garlic, raw fresh garlic, olive oil, and salt. And the mutts. And we're just going to make a sausage pizza pie. The way that the grill is set up is that there's a hot side and a not as hot side. The advantage to that is that you're actually going to assemble the pizza while it's on the grill. And I need kind of a safety zone to do that. I'm going to just put a little bit of oil onto the dough so that it doesn't stick. Just put the pizza down, that oiled side down. And then I'm just using tongs to kind of get a sense of whether this is set enough to flip over so I can oil this side. And I'm really oiling it for a little bit of flavor, a little bit of heat conductivity, and just as a safety so it doesn't stick. So now you can see it's sort of like rigid enough to move all in one piece. And light grill marks. The first thing it's going to do when it hits is stick, so don't try to move it around until you've got browning going on. And bring it back over to the cool side, and then you get to top. I don't want to overload the dough, and I really don't want to overload it with sauce because that is step one to a soggy bottom. Too much sauce. This is where I feel like people really want to overdo it, is with the cheese. You really just want to create like cheese opportunities. So same goes for the sausage. I just don't want a blanket of sausage. I just want sausage in the neighborhood. A little bit of chili. And at this point, I would put the grilled cover over. And I'm doing that really because all of the heat is coming from underneath and the cheese is not going to melt unless a little bit of that heat gets kicked over. And look at that, the cheese is melting. You can see that my sauce is actually boiling and the cheese is definitely melting and we're probably getting like a really nice amount of color underneath, which you want. It's hard to get your oven this hot. That's another reason why grilling pizzas is pretty awesome. I'm just gonna go for maybe 30 more seconds. So then all of the people are now gonna be clamoring because they want a piece. If you've like thrown a really nice pizza party, this one pie is not gonna feed everybody. So then it creates like an energy in the room. I wouldn't cut into this right away. The cheese needs to set up for a second. All right, sausage pepper pizza. We went hot and spicy. You could go sweet. So to finish it, I have some pickled red onion. These are just soaked in lime juice for about 20 minutes. These are one of our favorite things in the test kitchen, these hot cherry peppers packed in oil, but I'm actually just in it for the chili oil. So I'm adding a little more spice with that, and then just a little drizzle of honey. Pretty much finish everything around here with a little bit of salt. This is just a little bit of fresh oregano. Wow, that's a beautiful bunch of basil. Not to mention my alliteration. So I'm just tearing these up. The pizza needs to rest anyway. I know it seems like, what are you doing? Just give me my pizza already. She looks funny, but she's delicious. That's what they say about me. I was talking about the pizza. Who wants pizza? Anybody? Anyone? Anyone? Pizza pie?
Nice. How'd you get the little down heat, top heat?
Put a bowl over it.
Ah, the old bowl.
But at home, you know, you want to cover your grill.
Mm-hmm.
But
Ooh, real nice.
right?
Bottom's like perfect.
I was a little worried that I was burning. Wasn't burning.
The thing gets hot too.
It does get hot, but it's sneaky Mancini. Not bad at all, right?
On the sausage.
You need the sweetness too.
You do need the honey is like shining through.
It's really nice. It's got a nice little chew to it.
I know the dough's
Good
good.
West.
Store-bought dough. Oh,
Right.
we've got little sneaky
Crowd
mice.
pleaser.
That was meaty and spicy. And now we'll do something fresh and green and cheesy. I have before me some very beautiful, young, grillable greens. So this is Tuscan kale. And if you've never stripped your kale off of the thing like this is how you should be doing it. Make a little cut there, get your gripper around the gripper, and then just unzip the flipper. The other thing that is here are beautiful bulb bottom scallions. And we also have some rainbow Swiss chard. You want something that's gonna hold up not only on the grill, but also as a pizza topping. All right, a little bit of salt. If you're gonna be entertaining, you can sort of get some of this grill work out of the way earlier in the day so that it's not like super frenzied when people come over. And this is gonna be for a green and white pie, like a nice vegetarian pie. These are not gonna cook at the exact same rate. I think that the Swiss chard is the most tender and it's gonna cook the fastest. And I'm looking for like a little bit of charring and for those stems to get tender. I just wanna keep them moving so that they don't burn. The kale I'm gonna let steam for a second, and as soon as the Swiss chard is done, I'm gonna get it out of the way. So I've got some really beautiful charred tender greens. I'm kind of just turning this into a little grilled vegetable condiment. So I'm just cutting these again for a scallion into bite-sized pieces. I'm gonna season this with a little chili flake, flaky salt, some nice olive oil. I'm just finely grating some lemon zest. I just want the grilled greens to taste good on their own. They're gonna make new, more delicious flavors. This is fresh ricotta, the kind that comes in the cone with the plastic over it. That's gonna be really nice and moist and also sweet. Oh, the word moist. We went through this already once. A little lemon zest. Because the ricotta is so like sweet and fatty, it benefits from a little bit of citrus. Salt. I like black pepper. I'd be happy if there was black pepper and everything. Even my ice cream. So everybody's going to the pizza party. Turned out I had some charred chard in my teeth. So we had to like get a little break. That ever happen to you, Molly?
Never.
Charred chard in the teeth? Never in her life. Okie dokie. Same deal as before. We have like a medium high side and a not hot side, and we're going oiled side down. I think with the pesto as well, a little bit is going to go a long way. As the pesto warms up, it's going to run a little bit. This is enough to make sure that there's a little bit in every bite. And then kind of the same thinking with the ricotta. So this is a really pretty green and white kind of veggie pie. But it's got enough fat and a lot of flavor to make it totally satisfying. So now we're back on the hot side. I covered the one that had mozzarella because I wanted the heat from the top of the grill to go down onto the mozzarella and help it melt. Ricotta's not really gonna melt anyway. It's just gonna warm through. So if it's hot enough on the surface of the dough for the oil to sizzle, that means that the ricotta is getting hot, heated through from the bottom. All right, let's peek. So that's some nice leoparding going on the bottom of that dough. The dough freaks will know what I'm talking about. So while the cheese is settling down and this dough is cooling off from extremely hot to edible, I'm going to finish it with a little bit of parm. Parm and greens, delicious. A little more salt. Going very sparingly on the oil because there's a lot of oil in that pesto. And a few herbs as well because we've got pureed basil obviously in the pesto. I'm just going to brighten it up. Some people don't like parsley. Those people should not put parsley on their pizza. I just took an informal poll. Everybody wants lemon. All right, I'm going to go rectangles. And then they're not parallelograms. There's a different shape. Claire will know. She went to Harvard. Claire, what's this shape of straight here, straight, and then a diagonal?
I think
She's gonna know.
it's a
Rhododendron? That's a flower.
Should we call it a polygon?
I guess it's a type of,
Yeah, yeah?
well, it's a quadrilateral. 'Cause it has
Okay.
4 sides, right?
Sure does.
A type of rhombus?
Heard it here first. Type of
I don't know.
quadrilateral
I'm sure
rhombus.
someone will fact check that, so.
Do you want some
No
pizza?
worries. Sure.
Great.
Awesome.
I feel like I threw a pizza party on the day when everybody had finals because everyone is super stressed out.
Can I try that little piece?
Yeah.
Oh my God,
Pizza
this looks
party.
So good.
This is the green and white pie. Chard, ricotta, parm, pesto.
I learned that fold from Alex Delaney. Taught me all about that.
The pizza fold? Oh, here comes the secret pizza eater. And do you like green things? Love.
You know what I don't love? Dairy.
What? Don't start with me.
Grilled pizza. It's a thing.
Grilled pizza, it's a thing.
Well,
Great catchphrase.
Yeah.
You should put that on a t-shirt.
give me that money.
So good.
So good. Thanks for coming to the pizza party, guys. Next time we'll do it outdoors. Carla hungry.
Grill
Carla
pizza.
grill pizza.
Pizza.